see that very often round here. A deer. So what's the EQE like to drive? Well, typical Mercedes really. Very refined and very quiet. Well, this car is on standard coil suspension. It doesn't have the air suspension you get on the higher spec models. But to be honest, I don't think you really need it, to be honest. Just you get a little thump over larger potholes, and the roads in the UK are terrible, so there's plenty of them to go at. But other than that, it's very quiet. The steering obviously is electrically assisted, but there's not a lot of feedback at all. So we're going to get on the motorway in a moment, get up to national speed limit, and see how quiet she is. We've got the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto is available, both wireless. So just press the button on the screen. Here we go, here's the motorway. So we'll get up to speed. We'll put her in sport mode. And once we pass this little sign, we can get a move on. And there we go. The sun's out early. So is everybody else by the looks of it. I mean, it's what? It's not even 6 o'clock in the morning. But we're now doing almost 70 miles per hour. And you can whisper at 70 miles per hour. She's very quiet, she's very comfortable. I can't see because of the sun. Blind spot monitoring over there. Same on the other side. Does seem to be extra busy this morning considering it's only 6 o'clock on a Sunday morning. We don't have the active lane keeping thingy, steering thingy, so I do have to steer. Yep, that was a downside. But it does warn you if you get near the white line. It will flash and beep if you start to wander out of lane. So we've got a roundabout. This is only a short stretch of motorway. Just have a quick little drive. But yeah, it's nice and comfortable. Very refined and very, very quiet. Very tiny bit of wind noise around the mirror, but you get that in virtually every car these days. You can just about see the ambient lighting going around the dashboard. And she's a lovely drive. Good morning everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to this brief review, owner's review, I think the first one on YouTube, probably not, of the Mercedes EQE. Now this particular car is the 350 Plus AMG line Premium. Now what the difference is between this and Exclusive Luxury or any other trims that may come along? Well, the AMG line has the AMG styling down here. These vents do actually come through. Yeah, I'm not going to poke any sticks in there. LED high performance lights and the closed grille. Now this grille doesn't have the stars in there, which I'm glad of really, because it makes you look like a teenager with acne. But anyway, the Mercedes emblem which houses the radar for the Distronic active cruise control. And we've got active shutters ready for the battery cooling when it's needed. This is the car key. It's metal all the way around. If we open the car now, the handles will present to us, ready to get in the car. And there we go. Let's have a quick look round and walk around the car now. Okay, EQE 350 Plus. This slot here, as I'm sure you already know, is for wiper fluid because the bonnet doesn't open. Yep, there's no storage under there. The car's just locked itself because I didn't open it before. But as long as I've got the key on me, I can just touch there and she opens, and then press there again to lock. If the car's been sat a little while, when you walk up to it, the handles automatically present themselves to you. Just a little help, and they are illuminated, which is hard to see in this light. I will make a lighting video in a month or two when it's a bit darker. The wheels are AMG 5-spoke wheels with 20-inch tyres. Where are we? They are 285 35 20s. I thought before I bought the car these would actually come off, but unfortunately they don't. So I'm stuck with them. There's privacy glass. This car also has an opening sunroof. It's a twin roof, but only the front section opens, and there's a roller blind which we'll look at later on. Around the rear, EQE 350 Plus. The Mercedes light bar, which they seem to be fitting to all cars these days. The AMG package also includes the diffuser underneath and the ultrasonic sensors for the parking. Yeah, remember those, Tesla? This is the third brake light. Oh, there's not much height difference, as you can see, but regulations say they must have one. And these are AMG styling cues just down here. Mercedes call this design the one bow design. I quite like it. Some people don't. Does it give it it's very aerodynamic. It's a 0.22 drag coefficient, which makes it very slippery and very quiet on the road. It's all about drag these days, so they tell us. Anyway, we'll hop inside and we'll have a quick look around the gorgeous EQE interior. Boot space, you open the badge, open it with here. The rear view camera is also under here. It keeps it lovely and clean. You put it in reverse, this will flip open, camera's on view. So just to open, it's a powered lift gate. You can lock the whole car from here. So if you get out your car, you get your luggage. Once you've got your luggage, press that button, the whole car will lock and the boot lid will close. 420 litres, so it's not the huge boot, but it's big enough. You've got some small storage under here. I'll put a little mat in. So you've got your tyre kit under there and an air compressor. And I put some vinyl gloves in there. If you get a puncture, you don't want to get dirty hands. All in all, it's not too bad size. It will do us for our holidays. And then it's power closed as well. Before we go inside, charge port is just here, Type 2 CCS, 170 kilowatt max on DC. This particular car is 11 kilowatt on AC, but you can specify a 22 kilowatt option if you do a lot of AC charging, so maybe at work or something, I don't know. If you have 3-phase, you get 22 kilowatt available, but you've got to pay extra for that, typical Mercedes. Right then, here we are inside. I'm 5'9". No, sorry, 5'10". I'm making myself a bit smaller. Let's see, we've got this much headroom. It's not too bad. I reckon 6'1", you'll be okay. If anything over that, you probably have to lower the seat. I've got the seat raised a little bit higher because the dash is quite high. If you want to see over it, you cannot see the corners of the car, so you're relying on the parking sensors when you're parking. The lovely soft touch materials. I'll bring the camera inside shortly. And the open pull wood. There's plenty of storage. We've got a big storage bin under here, wireless charging, USB ports, 2 cup holders, which you can remove to make the storage a bit more flexible, and a huge storage bin under here. Well, here we are in the rear, my driving position, and as you can see, we've got plenty of knee room. I can stretch out under the seat. Thigh support isn't an issue. You sit at a slight angle. That seems to make it a little bit more comfortable. You'd have to try it on a long trip. Seats are sculpted, so they're quite narrow at the front and the top. So you do get quite a good view out. You can see down, just about down that side, but the view out the front is fantastic. Headroom. You've got that much to the roller blind and that much more to the sunroof. So if you're tall, I'd suggest you open the roller blind. You can tap your head on the side here. I say I'm only 5'10", so if you're over 6 foot, I think you might struggle just a bit there. We've got lighting, touch lighting, and the centre armrest. Mercedes haven't fallen into the trap of putting the cup holders on top, so it's actually an armrest and not a cup holder rest. The cup holders are in the armrest. One click for the mobile phone holder and another click for the cup holders. They are quite substantial actually. They're rubber lined. So yeah, that's and the ergonomics are absolutely fantastic. So it's just there. You don't put your elbow in a hole, which is good to know. The seat is a 40-20-40 split. So you can lower the centre for your through low down if you're going skiing. I've never been on skis in my life. And there is Isofix on both outer seats, but they have these plastic covers which are guaranteed you'll lose. Why don't they put hinges on them? No idea. Will it go back on again? Yep, there we go. I'll never use them. Don't have any children. So anyway, I'll bring the camera inside properly and we can go through all the features and how it actually looks. There's the interior door. It's a good solid close, despite being frameless windows. Not actually double glazed, although they are a little bit thicker than usual. But yeah, it's a good solid sound. Here are the handles, just pop them away. There we go. And just touch it there and it'll open again. They are illuminated. The doors, we have this lovely, I'm not sure what it's called actually, but it's not Alcantara. It's like a suede with the red stitching. Heated seats, memory seats. Now this is all one button, yeah, capacitive buttons. Same down here. At least we have two switches for the rear windows. Not like some manufacturers only put two in. Yeah, we know who they are, don't we? We don't have Burmeister, we just have the standard audio and the buttons down here for opening and closing the tailgate. You can open it, but to close it again you have to keep your finger on it. There's a rubber lined mat inside. This is, I think this is Alcantara. It's a little bit softer than up here. Then you get the harder plastics lower down, which is perfectly fine. Mercedes-Benz illuminated logo, really bright at night, and the lumbar support on the seat. The seats are Alcantara in the middle, with Artico around the outside. The only animal product in here, apart from me, is the leather on the steering wheel. They keep saying they're going to change that, but they haven't done yet. Ambient lighting goes around the vents, it's along the dash, it's along the doors, it's around here, it's in there. Ambient lighting really does look really nice. Let's hop inside. Oop, let me shut the door. And that's what we get there. Yeah, welcome to Harrop Edge. I've been here before. Now you've got various yes, dash cam started up there. Got various menus on here. You can have classic, you can have the navigation on the screen, or you can have the sport mode, and we've got individual. Individual? No, that's not individual, that's understated, where you just get a clock and the power meter. And it changes the centre screen the same, turns everything up and gives you a nice bit of a Pink Floyd going on there. I prefer the standard one. You can change the colours as well, whichever you prefer. I'll go back to that, press the home button, go back to classic, and you've got your trip meters up, down. You can actually put a small sat nav in the middle of the screen while that is on. There we go. So yeah, very customizable. This is the AMG line, as I said earlier, so you get the AMG double spoke steering wheel, all the capacitive buttons, but they do actually work quite well. Buttons for the cruise control is on this side, and this button controls this screen, and these buttons control that screen over there, with your audio controls lower down. Menus, You've got your EQ, we're at 57%. It's saying we have almost 200-mile range. You don't need to charge very often. 90 kilowatt hour battery. 100 kilowatt hours actually, but 90 is usable. So when you charge to 100%, you're not really 100%, you're only 90%. They don't actually specify. You should charge to 80 all the time, like other manufacturers do. Probably because it's got such a large buffer. Switch it on. There's maximum range. You can increase your range if you wish by changing various settings, get an extra 17 miles. Is it worth it really? There we go. Get various apps. The car's online, it updates itself. Vehicle settings. I do like to have creep mode off, so we get full one pedal driving. And on the back of the steering wheel, there's these paddles. 1 and 2 there. These don't control the gearbox because there isn't one. These are for the regenerative braking. As you can see down there, at the moment it says normal recuperation. You won't actually do it until I put it in drive. Apply the brake. I've applied the brake. No, I don't think. There we go. There we go, she's on now, she's ready. Now if I put it in drive, I can now change between those modes. No recuperation, she'll just coast. Stand normal and strong gives the full one pedal drive. So back into park. There we go. Storage pockets. Now, you're not short of USBs in this car. There's cup holders, you can fold them away, push down here and unfold them. There we go. Now inside there is a wireless charging pad, which is also ambient lit, same colour as the rest of the interior. If we go on the lights, ambient lights, edit the settings, and you can have multi-colours. You can change it to whatever you want really. I do like the green actually. It's hard to see in this light. Maybe I'd see it. There we go, there's the green. Now this trim here in rose gold for the vents, it's in rose gold because it's supposed to be the same colour as the windings in the motor. So whether that's true or not, I don't know, but there we are. The sunroof, you can open voice commands or you can just swipe your finger there. And there's the roller blind opening from both directions. Make it a bit lighter in here. There's 2 USBs there. Open this cover here. There's another 2 USBs there. So that's 4. And we'll go underneath. And there's another 2 there. So you've got 6 in the front. There's also another 2 in the rear. I'll jump in the rear when I've finished here. Close that up. Piano black, but it does have a kind of a mottled effect to it. Yep. Your various. This is all one button again. You've got your volume control. There is a fingerprint sensor. If more than one person's driving, drives the car regularly rather, you can jump in, tap your fingerprint, and it will set all your lighting, your radio, your seats, everything to your profile. And the dynamic, eco, comfort, sport and individual. I've set individual to get sport acceleration, the rest is on comfort. But most of the time I just leave it comfort. It defaults to that when you start up. The view out the rear isn't the best. The window is quite small. Yeah, very small. It's like looking through a letterbox. So let's just jump in the back. I'll have a quick look at the extra little bits in there. There's not much, but there's a bit. Right, here we are in the back again. You can see the ambient lighting going under the seat. It's in the door pockets. It's just along there, and it goes around there as well. It's not easy to see in this light. You've got coat hooks just here. And we also have the 4-zone climate control in this car. So rear passengers can set their own temperatures. Now there are 2 more USBs in here. Most manufacturers, they would put a couple of USBs there. You open, over-engineered, open this whole drawer is just for 2 USBs. So there's 8 USBs in here. They're all USB-C. I haven't actually plugged anything into any of them yet. So 2 aircraft style pockets on the rear of the seats. It's a nice comfortable place to be. And the view from the rear is very nice indeed. Well, I hope you all enjoy this brief view. There are lots more professional videos on YouTube, a lot more professional than I can make. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye for now. Thanks for tuning in, and hope to see you on the next video. And if you haven't done already, please subscribe, because that motivates me to make more videos. Bye for now.